Meant to do an update yesterday at the end of the day, but a GoPro battery ran down. But anyways, we finally finished that cut through the low spot there and got it filled up with dirty shot. And you can see we're on to the other side now. We're fixing to get everything fueled up and fired up. And we're going to try for a cut today on this high side and see if we can't get it built back with clay. But let's see what happens with it. Well, we got everything fired up here, getting ready to cut this out. You can kind of see what we got going on here. He's kind of knocking that down just to get us ready to start undercutting this. I kind of went through yesterday and cut a little test trench here to see what kind of groundwater we're dealing with. Quite a bit, just like always. But we've got to get down to that level right there where that ditch is to get down something hard to build back. Probably have to skim over this with some rock at least, but we're going to try to build back with clay on this section here if at all possible. But if not, we'll have to build it all with rock like we did the other side. If we can't haul all this out here today, just because the conditions won't let us, we'll just have to take and throw it over on the side. But hopefully we will. Can't never tell. So we've been hauling some of this um, undercut material here. Um, we can't, if you're wondering why we just don't back up and load it right in the truck, right past this pile of dirt in between here and that dozer is a swampy spot that just, it's probably about 6 or 7 feet deep, and it's just, there's groundwater comes up, so it pumps out too hard and the truck will just bury up right there. So we're having to take all this material and push it down to here just to get it in the truck to get it somewhere else. Even we can't even travel up the property and down this way because over here it's like the same thing. So there's no way, we're boxed in. So this is the only way through here. So it's just unfortunate, but it's just part of it. This is all real unstable, unsuitable stuff. So nothing to do but get it out of here. And we are stockpiling it right here in the center here because we have some borrow sites that we can get our clay from, and we're just going to transfer this right back into the sites that where we get our usable clay from. This whole subdivision, the road runs right down the middle of it so that the lots are kind of equally sized on the sides. But the only problem is that the wettest point, the lowest point of this entire property is right here in the center where this road runs. So that's why we're having to do so much undercutting and building up. Whenever they did their initial soil surveys, they thought that this level here that we're actually digging up was firm, but it's not. Might have been in the summer. But if we'd have built up on top of it, we'd have had some trouble later on down the road, I'd say. Best to do it right. Our other dozer is still down with an injector, or else we'd have it over here pushing too. We're waiting on an injector again. So we had one down, and then it turns out we got two down. So we had to order another one. That one was down with the seals were blown out of the track adjusters yesterday, which cat came right out and fixed that thing in like 3 hours. So I mean, that's awesome. Pretty good dudes over there. They get right to it, man. This is a 35-ton Volvo here, and it'll haul the heck out of some dirt, but it is heavy, so it mashes the ground everywhere it goes. It's got extra sideboards on it. We can cram about 30 yards in it. I'm not heaping it up because I'm trying to keep the weight down the best we can so we don't upset the footprint of what we're trying to travel over. So we're hauling as much as we think we can without overdoing it. I'll send him on with that one. You can see here how it ruts that up pretty good. So every time he goes, I just kind of go back out here and knock it down, reset it for him. That way it ain't so hard on everything. And plus it keeps us from just keep going deeper and deeper and deeper. I'm just happy that we're at a point where we can actually haul material instead of just setting it out. We need this a little bit bigger dozer to be pushing to us, but then here you go with the problem is once you get right there where he's at, it would probably sink up. It looks like it's probably solid, but you run across it 2 or 3 times. I mean, that's an LGP dozer and it's pumping underneath it. Yeah, there's some of this stuff up real quick so it ain't so hard on it. He's just right up there taking that material up there. I don't know if you can see him or not up there. We've got to get rid of all this stuff out here that you see. We're just kind of working our way back. And now, since we've had to undercut the road, everything you see piled up out there on the sides of the road is now got to be moved somewhere. Job security, I guess. She's a oldie but a goodie. To me, that's one of the best series Volvo trucks I ever made. I'm a big cat fan, but I do like Volvo's haul trucks. I think a 35 ton is pretty good size too. The sideboards kind of make it hard to load in if you're sitting level with the truck, or even I'm kind of sitting downhill from it, so it kind of makes it challenging. But if you're up on a pile, it's awesome. You can really move quite a bit more material versus one without them. It probably hauls another 5 yards with the extra boards. It sure does seem like a long way to go around to get this done, but we're pretty much at a point where this is our only option. I can go through and set it all out on the side, but we're still going to have to haul it. I thought at least this way we're getting it out of our way. And those TVA power lines, we don't really want to pile stuff up underneath those. They're kind of picky about that. Don't want anyone unhappy. It doesn't take us very long to catch up to him. Like I say, we can move 5 times as much material as what he can, especially as far as he's having to go with it. So we'll get us a pretty good little pile built up, and then when we get it moved, he basically doesn't stop. He just keeps going, and then we let him get another little head start on us, and then we'll move it. I think so far we've not moved that much because it takes so long, but I think we've moved about 400 yards in, I don't know, a few hours. That's number 14 right there. Yes, he's wallering out pretty bad. I might fix that. But anyways, well, that's the end of today. We got quite a bit cut out. We moved probably, I don't know, 600 or 700 yards probably. You can see up there where he's standing, it's probably about a 3.5 feet cut right there. So we're down. I think by tomorrow we'll have all that kind of cut out, and should be able to build it back with a skim coat of rock and start bringing some clay in on top of it, hopefully, after it tests out pretty good. So we'll see what happens.